decent answer to that because it can scale and do stuff to some degree. It can be a bit more of a playmaker, not so much of just like a ward bitch, because Promise will support, like he wants to do cool stuff. But Moose is that guy too. So I think picking heroes like this Witch Doctor, it's decent. I mean, Wyvern was okay for him too, right? Like Wyvern.
10 seconds remaining.
You don't want to throw him a pistol or something.
5 seconds remaining.
Check. Yeah, Moose is 5 in scope.
At
least that's how.
Today? So let me see, and then.
Or no, he was on the. Oh yeah, they played Winter Wyvern twice for Schofield.
And then when they played Quincy Crew, oh, they had Stinger there. So Schofield did play his 4 position. We'll see. We'll see.
Down with Kiro. I'm a big
10 seconds.
Kiro fan right now. I think he really, especially with all the heroes that are picking up Yules. He doesn't need, like, he's gonna get one if he can, but he doesn't need one to be effective. Because when you've got like a 1 and a 2 who are picking up Yules, you're very happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely true. I mean, you also set up from Rubik and Centaur, possibly. Like, if you have somebody to chain off of, like Jakiro, it just feels so much better because his big problem is lack of instant disable. He's like pretty slow. But if you can get on top of people, you can chain lock them down. You can disable them first. Timbersaw, 3rd pick. So now, if you're Midas, you really want to look to get something to deal with the Timber. You already have a decent amount of magic damage, so I think if they pick something that's like okay against Timber, they'll be fine. Like, I honestly feel like, why don't you just Ursa right now? Ursa is a top tier carry, completely destroys Timber. You're gonna feed off of the Witch Doctor. Okay.
Cool.
Magic damage against Timber, but not so good against him in lane. Can
we get the mid Viper
on Midas to deal with Timber? It's good. Yeah, I could see that.
10 seconds remaining.
It seems like he's gonna have kind of a free game as it is. If he
5
can
seconds remaining.
Make it past the first few minutes, he'll definitely be able to tank up and get Hood and tank through this magic damage from Midas Club as it stands. I think they need like one other thing that deals with Timber.
Radiant team
so Viper, maybe that's the option.
Jug, this is the first time we're gonna see Jug in this event, and it's a Hector Jug. And I thought maybe Jug last game for him. He ended up going into the Alchemist, which didn't work out, but it seemed like the right pick at the time. And now it's another Hector classic.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a really good Jug game. Like, what do any of these heroes do versus Jug? You have
Seconds.
Centaur, who Jug destroys in lane because you just spin on him, and Centaur's really great against people who like to right-click in lane, and Jug just spins. You have Jakiro, who has dots you can take off. You have Rubik, who's going to be all magic. You have Luna, you can spin her ulti. You can Omni Slash her, so even if she BKBs, she's going to feed to you solo. So, yeah, very, very excellent Jug game, and I kind of understand why they picked it second to last. They don't want to risk it getting banned. This way they can do a ban for it, potentially.
Could Midas Club go for the TA mid?
You could, but the problem is just, Ember, Witch Doctor, like, there are options. I do feel like TA, like, every one of the Beastcoast heroes has something to peel off the TA refraction. It's not exactly great, but you have Chakra, you have Spin, you have Witch Doctor, Maledict, and Ember Spirit. I feel like it's like a little too much. Let's see, though. What did Midas Club like to do? Against Ember Spirit. They banned the Viper, so that would have been a pretty solid pick. Still Pango available. Could run some Pango mid, but they need something that's a little better versus a Timber. Honestly, I feel like Monkey King is an insane pick for them right now. Any lane that you're in, if you're against Jug, Ember, or Timber, you're gonna destroy.
Remaining.
Unless this last pick really crushes a Monkey King, I feel like you just pick Monkey King or Ursa. But Ursa's less of a mid laner, so probably Monkey King. I feel like Beastcoast is just asking for it. I'm not sure if they play it though. Looks like they haven't played it in the last quite a few games.
Earthshaker coming in for Beastcoast.
Gives them the team fight they need. Honestly, Beastcoast was lacking team fight before. They have a lot of stuff that's good if the team fight is already happening, but not really much to like seal the deal and disable, you know. It's Searing Chains and Cast. These are pseudo disables really. Earthshaker was very solid pick. I still think Monkey King. I still think Monkey King's the pick.
Choose your
Huh. Okay. Cool. Well, Invoker, you can take off the Ember Spirit Shield if he goes for that build. It's very good against Ember. It's good against Timber if you go Quas Wex because you get an early Vessel and you can drain his mana. Not so good against Jug, but it's not like Jug does anything special against Invoker either. You can just Ghost Walk his Omni, so it's yeah, it's a decent Invoker game for sure. And it looks like I don't think Murdoch plays too much Monkey King, so I think this is like a comfort pick. Schofield's playing Earthshaker. Okay, really good. I like this. I like this a lot. Feel better about this one for Beastcoast than yesterday when Schofield was playing 5.
We'll see Midas Club, because now they've got the server. If that is a legitimate thing, and we saw maybe it wasn't there as Midas Club took the victory with the ping deficit.
The problem with this is that when you type status, you get all the player in-game names. So I have no idea who this is. Like Duster has his name as his name, right? So 18 ping. This user has no known aliases. 11 ping. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this gentleman is Brazilian. Lewis has 89 ping. So it's about 100 for the Peruvian players. Big Pooping has 168. Who's that? Call themselves disgusting. I don't have the playground.
Let's
gone.
shake things up.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because it's the load-in. Like we paused as we loaded in, not a pause after we loaded it.
Yeah. Be the case. We figured it out.
Because I think we were paused in the strategy time.
Were we? Because there's some heroes out of the base. So, I don't know. Maybe it takes a little while to load in. Very weird. Yeah, what's Murdoch going? Okay, Murdoch does go for this Quas. I mean, you can still go Quas Exort, but usually you start with Quas when it's your Quas Wex. Otherwise, you go for the Exort first. Wait. No, okay. He said it on the Wait, who put that there? I'm looking at the tips. Who put the bounty on his head? Ego set a bounty on
Luna
Witch
and
Dog.
Rubik have the bounty on Witch Dog.
Oh, it shows to the right there. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't show in chat, but it shows there. You see, they're just all setting bounties on Moose. That's hilarious.
30 seconds to battle.
They're doing a bit of an aggro here, it looks like, for Beastcoast. Into the Luna, HFN. And this gives the solo lane of Timber versus Centaur. Of course, with the strength hero, Timber is highly favored in this lane.
The battle begins.
And cold snap, but ooh, great. Actually leaves Duster by himself. Not that it'll matter, but that holds him from getting a kill on a Moose. I thought Moose, even with the cold snap, might have just been in a lot of trouble.
They do have a bounty on him, so they definitely need to take him out. You know the weird thing about this top lane? What's gonna happen here is Whisper's gonna press 2 Whirling Deaths on Sexy Fat, and then he's gonna say screw this, and he's gonna go cut. And then both of these heroes are gonna get giga farmed up here.
You'll see like Rubik, Centaur being the lane together, but are you really even gonna get a kill there on the Timbersaw? Nico instead goes and gets a courier. Cast bounces around. They got the Fusion with a Blade Fury. Hector moving for Duster, but back all of a sudden 3 heroes were around Hiko. Nothing to throw his way, not the scariest.
Nice good breath from Duster on 2 heroes. Pushes the lane out a bit too. They can get level 2 first on Midas. They're definitely gonna win this one. All about that level 2. These try scenarios.
I don't think so.
Telekinesis level 2.
And Duster will have his liquid fire to work with. He's more attack slow. Burn damage. Does a lot of level 1. More than 50 damage for free. Cool.
I'm not even a huge fan of telekinesis level 1. It just seems so bad.
Definitely is, but you know, he's bad at Arcane Supremacy.
I guess so. Cast bouncing around, Fissure there to block HFN in. Wave Fury and the damage coming through. Lucic is out. Hector one more shot. He'll eventually drop. Nico has Fade Bolt in just a moment. Can he claim the bounty? Is he going to go for the bounty? Well, he's already south. So,
He wanted the bounty.
He won't get it.
That's hilarious. He needed to. That's one of those situations where you just didn't click Moose's inventory and see that he had a salve. You're just hoping that he didn't. Oh, and here's the creep cutting we talk about. All right, offlaner versus offlaner shenanigans begins.
Yeah, honestly, first Fable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For that poor position for.
To be able to afford it, wards don't cost money.
That's true. Greedy supports.
Instead, he's got food. Now he's got a mang. The heal and the sustain in this lane feels
Definitely annoying to deal with.
early healing ward. You also have Voodoo Restoration, but I don't think you take Voodoo Restoration.
Nah, he's got Maledict. And the Harass 2 from Midas, it kind of evens out. Really, the Jug is the kicker for me. You know, it's he's got the kill threat. If he can get a good spin, a full duration spin on somebody, then they're dead. Luna doesn't really have that exact kill potential that Jug has.
Not for
Whisper's trying. Chasing Sexy Fat. I think Sexy Fat might be dead. Ah, yeah, he looks like
Yeah, he's gonna win
Dire's
us in a
top
second.
tower is under attack.
Good kill. When you hide in the trees against a timber,
Radiant's courier
I
has
feel
been
like you're almost asking for it.
definitely. Especially because it calculates a stat loss before the whirling death damage, so he is almost certainly dead.
I don't think the lane going really well in terms of CS for Whisper, but he gets a kill out of it. So beyond happy with that one.
That's exactly why on Centaur you usually cut at the tier 3 against Timber, because a good Timber will just chase you and kill you. You have to punish them for doing that. Gonna get him out of here.
Fill up Crystal X bottle and Will it matter? Meanwhile, Searing Chains is out onto Hiko. He'll grab the bounty. Chris Luck getting greedy with it. He was by that bounty, and I'm not certain why he ended up. He gets a courier. So he gets the bounty, gets the courier, almost gets himself denied in neutrals. He was really hoping to get
Sexy
the
fat.
repeat.
Yeah, Whisper's just choosing to sacrifice his farm to kill Centaur, but this is worth it because HFN died. Just there, too powerful.
Fissure and maiden that gas was enough to kill into the Luna.
Yep. Mid lane, Murdoch trading with Chris Luck. Yeah, I heard. I was watching PPD. He's been posting a few videos on his YouTube channel, and he said that K1 should be good. He said that Earthshaker is a pretty good counter to Luna because Luna has to get so close to last hit in lane and just kind of runs away from people, so it's really easy to fissure her off and murder her a lot in the lane. I thought that was interesting. Would highly recommend checking out his channel. Actually, he's been posting tons of videos lately. Very educational.
Coach me.
Hey, maybe he is. Ask him.
So, level 1 in the healing ward. He's only level 3, but again, the trialing the experience would not feel great. And another kill here. Run away or not, you've got a maledict on you, and once you were low enough, it seems to be a sure kill. We'll tap on a Chris Luck side of the Searing Chains on a Murdoch. He does have the remnants to work. Risk going in and overcommitting himself.
Let's go. Have it in him.
He will. Fissure comes in, he's got the help from Schofield. Slide comes through, Chris Luck gets the kill. Has that extra bit of help, and yeah, once he didn't have to worry about the tornado. Easily.
Yeah, really patient from Chris Luck. I mean,
What did you? Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lane's pushing in though. If you're Hector, you're kind of okay with getting solo XP here. Schofield's letting him get it too. Ember's heading towards bot. They're looking to do something to this fight. They're so low level. They're
Radiant's
pushed
top
far
tower
out too.
is
They're
under
dead.
attack.
Now, good tornado, and they get the kill on HFN. They'll look over to Murdoch as well as the Rubik, but through escape.
Oh, look at Whisper. He's looking for the skill. Sexy fat.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's got the
Dire's
healing.
middle tower is under
Okay,
attack.
they'll use the stampede, and now the remnant back down towards bottom. Chris Luck comes back, but he doesn't have any mana. I don't know if it would really matter. His abilities don't really cost that much. He'll pop the regen. Now he's got the bottle refill and the regen working. Down. Fissure hits like this Searing Chains. And they're going to grab like another one on Nico.
Dire's middle
Murdoch right
tower
here.
is
Cold
under
snap
attack.
comes through, but Chris Luck just has to lose in a second and another charge to work with.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very nice one. Rotations from Chris Luck are to win this lane. I mean, they're so low level on Radiant. Moves. He's gonna be the sacrifice, it looks like. Oh, no vision. And no
Dire's
vision
middle
from
tower
the
is
Radiant
under
here.
attack.
Captured in the flame.
Come Murdoch.
Yeah, he's a second. And he's stuck up. If they just get a cask out, they'd be happy. He's gonna bounce around
Radiant's
pretty
top
heavily.
tower is under
Third
attack.
hero, Chris Luck maybe thinking about going back in. User comes down, and they will get the kill to Schofield. Searing Chains on a duster. They'll go to move. Maybe staying a bit too long, but now here comes Whisper. Timber Chain kills off Nico. Now looking over the Centaur as well as Duster. Chris Luck back to full health, full mana. And now, let's go after Shira. Chains, Ice Path for the Timber Chain. They've got a second. This has just been non-stop back and forth.
And I think they basically need to avoid fights now until Murdoch can get his Spirit Vessel. Otherwise, Timber's going to be too much of a problem. His top lane was completely free. Whisper is absolutely popping
Dire's
off in
middle
this game.
tower is under attack.
As long as he's at the fight, Midas cannot fight. They do not have damage to kill him with these supports being solo level. Arcane Ring on Timber. Oh, that is a nice one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Easy.
That feels like infinite mana. So I'm not a huge fan of the Bloodstone Timber. I feel like you get a couple of other mana items and you already feel like you have infinite mana, especially if you go for the mana talent at level 10, which most people do.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It would be interesting to see these with the series of
Radiant's bottom tower is fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now that we'll go over attack Murdoch, the Ghost Walk, but down goes Eco for the 6th time already.
I mean, look at Whisper. Like, he just take tier 2s at this point. He's got so much net worth and so many levels. They have no way of dealing with Timber Sauce. Murdoch has to farm, but he's a Quas Flex Invoker. It's really
middle
farm.
tower is under
That's how he
attack.
gets farmed. At this point, it's not easy to get kills. They all group up around Whisper.
Donna Murdoch doesn't have Ghost. Sexy Fat comes in, but look at the damage Sexy Fat comes. Go up against Whisper, and Whisper's 4v1. Come get me, because he's gonna have the health, and he's gonna get the kill here on the Sexy Fat. Actually, he's one against it, and it's back off on. So I see that a lot.
To use it. Oh no, that feels bad. Yeah, at least he's alive. Bad though. Who's taking some space on the bot lane. I mean, there's such a huge area of the map that's free now. Witch Doctor, you know, you may as well get your level 6 somewhere. Maybe even a couple of levels in Maledict. Just chill down here until you get that.
After all this time too, like Hector. So is HFN though. He died 4 times and he still farmed the Hector.
Yeah, Hector doesn't usually go for this sort of build. It's almost always Battle Fury, even in like the worst case Maelstrom. But
Radiant are
he's
scanning.
all Yasha this game. He's all about the early game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Go for a defusal next. Both on bot. HFN is out. He predicted that really
Dire's
nicely.
top tower is under
Straight to the
attack.
triangle.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Both teams
Radiant's
smoke. They're
middle
looking for
tower
Hector.
is
He's
under
hard to
attack.
kill.
Dire are scanning.
Not really doing a lot. It's a tornado. They're gonna stampede just to evacuate from this situation. They get into this, and now they might be in some trouble. Chain all the way over from the weekend. They're trying to find something with it. I tapped for some space. Nico again and again using this timber chain just to get away
Dire's
from
top tower is
chasing
under attack.
Beastcoast in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
How close does Schofield do his blink? I think it's about time he takes some space in this game. I mean, there's plenty of it with these 3 tier 1 towers being dead.
Chris Lock, but mana back with bottle charges that he had. Again, just continuing to skirmish, but Hector has
The HFN is really
Flash
far
on
out right
Rico.
now.
Committed to that too. I'm a bit surprised. Yeah. Why not? Use the Eclipse for the Earthshaker. He's got Sexy Fat here to back him up, but Whisper now with the chase. Sexy Fat is going to stun for a second. He gets the Flame Dagger, but with the elusive beam and the hook shot, all of a sudden Whisper feels like he might be too far. Dying well in depth. He has the Timber Chain to try and get some distance, but he's not getting the strings. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes. Might have been out, but give up the chase, and they allow him to just Timber Chain out freely.
He's such a hard kill without the Luna ult. If they did the Luna ult, that's so nice.
Behind by 6. Backside of the Searing Chains on a 2, though. Here comes Whisper. Caught from down with the Whirling Death. Whisper gets the kill on a Sexy Fat. Here you go. Just as the totem, and that's about it. He's not going to live long enough to ever use it again. Double kill. He continues to roll out of control. 7-0-2.
Almost has his Lotus too. He's got the Arcane Boots, so he can disassemble those, and once he has that, he's got a Purge for the Spirit Vessel, which should be coming out. Yeah, Murdoch's got it right now. He needs to get some charges of that, though. He really does. Maybe a kill on the Witch Doctor will do it. And they're smoking up, it looks like. Without Hiko.
You would have been there in a second, but
I think it's probably better to have him push mid and make it not obvious that they're going for the smoke, you know? Whisper? That misses the blink.
so so much time to come over, even if he is to get in a little bit of trouble.
Right, and he's still really hard to kill without a vessel charge. And you have a vessel, but you don't have a charge.
But here they come, and he's on the ground. That's a hero fan break. Pick that up. Their ice path is down. Still trying to survive. Able to do so. Is that back pretty slow, or did that get picked up by?
It's there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Really nice. Look at Chris Luck. He's so stoked he's getting a free band brace.
Who left this for me?
We're just gonna keep the Grove Bow. Pretty good on Ember. 12% magic amp. Attack speed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has
Stand
fallen.
away, one shot from death. Just on the edge of that slice. Locking that kill. Buck does switch over.
Got a little bit too far out. Very low HP to be playing against a Ember who can just chains you very easily. Murdoch's kind of falling off here.
Where you going to HFN?
What is this?
Man, HFN pulling through. Both games, he's looking so good. Impressive stuff. I mean, look at his net worth. Top of net worth by about 2.2k.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He is got the Midas boys on his back. Just like
Dire's
Arteezy.
structures are
GG.
fortified.
Finally, they get some vessel charges. Although he got one from, got a couple from Timber as well.
Whisper dies for the first time. That hood as a team boost. Okay for Timber going into the Lotus longsword then looks like a bloodstone. That's no.
Almost has that, yeah. He's got the essence ring. His blade mail on him would be big at a certain point to try to reflect that Luna. He does not have a BKB. He's not going for one either. Surprisingly, you don't see this Mask of Madness Luna build anymore. Even though Mask of Madness is such a strong item. It's all about that Dawn usually.
Dire are scanning.
Scotland's got a blink and he's smoked up.
Radiant's bottom
This could be-
tower is under attack.
This could be disastrous for Midas.
Broken by Hiko. Great job with his positioning. We're gonna set him into the depth ward and will do so. It's gone just like that.
He's been whipped a really nice smoke breaking of Nico. He's a good shaker in the pit. He need to cancel the blink for one, but even then, like, the decision to go
Shaman
rogue
has fallen to the
is a
dark.
difficult one against this hero. Very difficult. Good job for Beastcoast scanning the road, because a lot of the time,
Another fails to see.
Sexy cut.
Yeah, not only those 3 kills in a row, they get the kill on the sexy side.
Nico? Oh, scope kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's got him. Nico does not have a blink. There's no way out of it.
Top tower is under
But
attack.
that's it.
One more slight.
We'll use that slight, gets the kill.
Hector just immediately walks spot and starts hitting agents. Murdoch has scouted him, but Hector has no TP, but he also has spin in a Manta style. Full damage bot for Hector.
Double damage.
I'm sure he'll use that to farm.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to make a move, they can, but... Aegis to work. Got no damage now. Yeah. How Beastcoast...
Interested to see how Midas.
And then the telekinesis. Hiko. Stolen Whirling Death just did so much damage to Whisper.
Oh yeah. Really patient too from Murdoch. He was holding the vessel, so if he does Lotus, you can, of course, vessel through the Lotus. For some reason, it doesn't reflect. I'm not sure why. Nice.
If you're behind the Lotus, as long as you get the kill, you're on a scope field against Whirling Death. Went down there from Hector, but that on.
You're really okay with that if you're Midas. So you're playing up against an Aegis. You have HFN farming bot this entire time, and you trade 2 for 2, and one of the kills is Whisper, who is this like snowballing core hero. I think you're very happy with that. Whisper's playing a little too far up. I would honestly say that's the big issue. He doesn't need to do this anymore. Still playing with big iron balls, but not super necessary when Hector is so huge and Chris Luck at this point.
Locked down, killed off. Duster with kill.
10x godlike.
Yeah, all for Duster.
Wow. That's a lot of money. That'd be 1,200 gold if this was before 7.26B. It was a couple of patches ago, that would have been a lot more gold. There's a 7.26A. One of the patches, one of the latter patches. There's a lot of them. Who paused? That wasn't Chris Luck, was it? That was K1.
Yeah, it was.
So, who knows? Maybe Schofield's block is out of power again. Very unfortunate.
Well, he would have disconnected.
True that. True that. Maybe he's playing on a cell phone. Never know. Yeah, disconnect from a game and you come back on your cell phone.
No, disconnected from a cat.
Oh,
From my cell phone.
that's rough if you're the one streaming. Really rough.
Yeah, somebody else streamed the game. I went into a Discord and call with them, and then I streamed from the Twitch. Or I cast from the Twitch stream via the Discord call, so I was like behind on the stream, behind on the cast.
Dire are scanning.
That is absolutely next level. That is insanely next level.
Well-gotten gains.
Bounty Roots, just 2 for 2. Both teams kind of okay with just playing their own side of the map, and by their own side, I mean the opposite side that typically will be after the laning phase.
Strength now rekindled.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Tier 2 for Tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
One team will come back and head up. If you're
Dire's top
Beastcoast,
tower
you have to be really worried about a
Radiant's
Luna getting in your
bottom
base.
tower is falling.
You saw how much damage. Oh yeah, there we go.
Path is on Chris Lock, but they got the site as well as the chain. Tornado hits Chris Lock. He's not enough on to make any.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Super annoying. Sexy pack gets away because of that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And straight down mid. Schofield's got this invis rune, so they're looking for something. Smoke out though from Midas. Together? What's the Aegis? Roshan may respawn in 3 minutes. That means the Aegis is about to expire, so that's probably why they're smoking. Very good timing for that. Although, I don't honestly think that they're going to be able to kill K1. I think he needs to die last. He's just got to get chain lockdown, and that's really hard when there's a pipe and a Lotus and an Earthshaker waiting in the wings. I really think you have to go for Earthshaker first. And Schofield's sitting in the trees with an Invis rune, so that's not going to be easy. That's a long sub. I've seen longer, but that's, you know, above average, which is
679. Chris Hawk's got 1600. Going for that Roche.
I respect that. You know, I like the fact that he put the money back into the game. He made quite a big chunk of change from his TI. So he's supporting the game that he loves. It's really cool.
Banking on it, going back into his...
That's true. That's true. He believes in himself. We should all learn a lesson.
25% rebate.
For years, it was rough. Really rough. Satellite internet.
Any light wind. Down.
Yeah. No, just that. It's always bad when you're in like a populated area, and then it's just the time when all the little kids get home from school and they're going on their Fortnites and TikToks and
You mad?
real bad.
'Cause I am. Ha!
And then 8 to 9, it's all the boomers watching their Netflix after dinner. It's like, come on, guys. Just go to bed so I can be a degenerate. What's the most degenerate thing that you do? Be honest.
That's I thought.
Because it's my theory that everybody is a degen, and anybody that isn't a degen is just a degen in denial, you know, or they're very good at hiding it and blocking that part of themselves, you know. But we all want to lay in bed, play Dota all day, eat pizza with triple cheese. That's what I order from Domino's, triple cheese pizza. So tell me,
I don't know.
What do you
the
do?
most degenerate thing? What goes down as degenerate?
I get up at 7 p.m. some days, you know? Sometimes my schedule, it just slips, especially with COVID. That's made it so much worse because there's nobody that I can go see that's like, hey, you want to meet up at noon? I have no reason to get up. So 7 p.m., that's when my body's cool with getting up. I just let it do its thing, which is a bad idea. Gotta do something.
I'm still thinking.
There's quite a few things I can get, but I'm trying to keep it PC.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how keeping it PG.
We'll say I'll give you another. I'll give you some time to think. I drink more diet soda and energy drink than I drink water. It's gonna kill me. That's okay. I understand that. I understand that you need water to be alive, but I just figure there's water in them. You know, it's mostly water, and then they throw in some other stuff, food coloring, chemicals, whatever. It's basically water.
It's not degenerate till the second half of this, so get you in the first half. After I work out every day, or not every day I do this, but I work out every day, and some days I work out, and then I think I deserve to get my junk food out. And then I just bring up like a sleeve of Oreos.
You reward yourself
With milk. And I just watch Netflix in the most disgustingly slob way. And eat some Oreos and milk.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm cool with that. You know what? I saw somebody the other day, and my girlfriend didn't get this when I said it. Don't let her hear. She's probably watching this, so she'd be mad at me. But I saw this dude, like 40-year-old dude, and he was rollerblading at the mall parking lot by himself, just rollerblading. And he looked like the type of dude that probably had kids and a wife and a good job. He had a nice car, and he's just rollerblading with the helmet on and pads and enjoying himself. And I was just like, that is the most cool, interesting thing. I love this guy because he's like, man, I'm a professional businessman, boomer guy with a family. I'm gonna go rollerblade alone and just enjoy life. You know, I feel like when you're a kid, you have that fire in to just do life and experiment and have a good time, but you're so stupid and useless that you can't do anything of value with it. But then as you become an adult and you learn about the world, it goes away because you get used to things. It's like in Dota, Herald players actually do some interesting stuff, legitimately, because they don't know anything about the game. So like, oh, I'm gonna try this. This is exciting. And you get to like Legend bracket, you get to Ancient, and everybody just copies all of the builds, and it's so stale and so boring, and everybody copies and does the same thing every game, and it's just rinse and repeat flowchart. And then you get to High Immortal, where people have got the fire back, right? They're interested in the game again. They're experimenting. They have that fire, and you know, it makes these people like pro level players. I think that guy rollerblading to me is like a pro level life guy. He's just living.
I don't know why that just sounds like a Al song.
What?
Like,
pro level life?
Pro level life guy? Or some sort of parody song.
Sure.
I don't know. Boomer on roller skates, living his life, pro level life guy.
I don't know what it is about that. I guess it's just like the like gamer depression that I have. That I look at that, I'm like, I wish I could just enjoy life like that guy, you know? And I do. But that guy, he is living a more enjoyable life than 99% of people, just because he's choosing to enjoy. You know what I mean? And it's like, good on him. I'm happy to see it.
I want to enjoy life as.
And that's exactly what I'm saying about your sleeve of cookies. I'm so cool with it because you're just living. You're having a good time. And that's okay. It's okay to be a degenerate. That's how I feel.
I put my 401k on a on a pistol round.
On a what?
No. Could you imagine though? You put your 401k on a pistol round of CS:GO. Got that much faith. Granted, I don't even have a 401k. Self-employed.
That's. You can get one of those while being self-employed.
Shocking.
You just have to make money. You just have to invest it. yourself.
Good man.
I just did a TFSA. That's a Canadian thing. It's like a bank account you can put money into, and you can invest the money in it, and any profits that you make, you don't have to pay. Fortunately, I invested right before the pandemic, so.
What's the most Canadian thing you do?
I definitely apologize a lot. I swear a lot. That's a big problem. I'm genuinely trying to work on my vulgarity, because it's not a vulgar thing here. It's just every other word people say is the F word. I live in a pretty rural area, so I'm used to speaking like that, but it makes you sound like an idiot, so I try not to. Let's see. I definitely apologize a lot. Did you know, in Britain, when they introduce themselves to people, like they'll say hello, they'll go, "All right." Isn't that weird?
A couple of my friends.
And in Canada, we'll do that with sorry. Yeah, like that, like sorry to, like kind of sorry to bother you sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like you'll interrupt somebody by saying sorry. Like you'll start a conversation that way. And I've had Americans think that that's really weird, which I get it. You know. I feel you.
Yeah, so definitely feels like the most Canadian. Do I ever, yeah, go for it?
I was gonna say, do you ever think of, what, with you know, Peruvian, whatever, South American Dota players, like do you US East or US West?
US East, I'm in New York.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So do you encounter a lot of, Spanish speakers?
Yeah. I think sometimes I'm the only English speaker on my team.
I always wonder what is lost in translation that's like, it makes a lot of sense in Spanish, but when it's in English it doesn't, and like for the different countries. You know what I mean? Like in Canada, for example, like starting with sorry, that makes sense. If you say it to an American, they're like, okay, that's a little weird. What if I directly translate that? Like, how weird does that sound in Spanish? Yeah, to like start a conversation, like how weird would that sound?
See you later, nerds.
I have no idea. That's exactly it. You get it, man. You're from New York. You get it.
We don't say sorry in New York.
Yeah, I just meant. I'm
From the border, but I have a lot of friends.
But you're a border state, like Canadians have shits and giggles. Have you heard Out for a Rip?
I think so. Like once or twice.
It's like going out in your car and ripping up the tires, but I heard somebody say that the other day, and it was dude.
Hello.
Going so fast. of the dealership, so I took it out for, I wanted to take it out for a rip, and then the person who asked them that like was no longer mad about it. They're like, oh yeah, like they got it, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, he's just going out for a rip, you know? I've never heard that. That's such like a meme Canadianism that I didn't think people actually said it here.
Kailan ba punta natin sa Korea?
Alam na niya yun.
Alam mo na eh, February daw eh.
February. Last week. Wala pa.
Last week daw ng February.
I think they assume he's coming back, right? So if he can come back in the middle of this game, that would be.
Oh, why? Why do you want me? Why do you want me to speak English?
My team pauses, the other team unpauses immediately, even though we have a guy disconnected. Valve doesn't care. And then all of a sudden, my guy's still DC and I'm out of pauses. And I have to bank on him coming back. And instead of getting the full green, I lose.
That's rough, but you know, happens to the best of us. That's the thing. Happens to everybody. I've been on the other end of that as well.
You're still
Where
using
somebody-
Setsy for that.
Yeah. It's hard. He's the initiator too, so you know, you kind of have to have your finger on the trigger for his blink dagger
Dire's
constantly.
middle tower is under attack.
So Duster and Hiko are just
Radiant's
looks like
top
Duster's
tower is
microing him
under
and he's just
attack.
putting his hero to follow Hiko.
Kinda. Well, now they've got him just scouting. Oh, Abyss will finish too.
Radiant's top tower is under.
Trying to get away. Takes up sexy back. There's the eclipse. They'll trade one for one. Now make it one potentially two. Gone. Buy back on Hugo. So far, Ice Cat lands up there as well as the jump. Take out Whisper. Duster into event. Still trying to manfight on this one. Chris Law could turn this around, but Hector doesn't have on something. Got a missile in just 10 seconds, and Murdoch get right click down and just very help. That was real close. Slight and gone again.
Plus it's Schofield a buyback. Hiko did die back, which means if
Dire's
East Coast
bottom
wanted to go
tower is
rogue,
under
he'll get
attack.
it. Ooh, Schofield's so close to catching HFN. Roshan is up.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, Murdoch was playing close enough,
Dire's bottom tower is under
More than that.
but then he immediately gets a regen rune on the bot lane.
Dire's
Very
bottom
nice.
tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
pings that Roche is up. Hey guys, Rubik died back, let's go, but 20 seconds, not enough time, I think.
Death then. Breaker.
Radiant's
does
top
get
tower
that.
is under
I
attack.
feel like it's a lot harder for Hector
Dire's
to
structures
just
are fortified.
to kill HF enemy. I mean, already Hector does not have that much damage. It's just
Radiant's
missile
top
mantle.
tower is fortified.
The Whistle Blade is more of a tanky item, so. His Omni is kind of wasted on a big wave.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Shaman has fallen to the dagger. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Now gonna be tough. It's only 3,000 deficit. Luna is kind of, HFN's kind of holding the game.
If he gets a Satanic and maybe he can pick up a Rapier, I think. God, I need to stop saying people are gonna. It's just so good is the problem. It's just so good.
You're able to steal it. Down 100%. He needs to the Centaur, but it bounces over to the neutrals. Meanwhile, HFN kills off Schofield, telekinesis onto the jug. They look over at the superstars, visuals up, look up top from sexy fast hard. And now the Ice Cap with the Eclipse, not one, but two. As Whisper goes down, and HFN with the triple kill. They also found Chris Love. Follow him up. Damage coming in, Murdoch behind him, forces the BKB. They're gonna stay with him.
Goes to Remnants. He should be fine. Oh, he goes right on top of the other one.
For Hugo, and now another round. What the just happened? What a guy!
Murdoch split pushing. Schofield is in position, but he looks like he's alone.
Such a close game considering it's 4-on-5.
Yeah. Really, HFN is carrying a lot of weight in this one. He's got the biggest network by a huge chunk of money.
What the just happened?
See, I'm gonna tweet it Midas Club after this because I want to know who's playing the Centaur at the same time.
I think it's Duster.
School.
I see some weird interactions between those two. That'd be insane. That'd be more impressive than just one of them. Want to smoke up here from Beastcoast.
Yeah. Hex. Level 22. Alacrity, damage, and snap cooldown talent.
HFN gets a Satanic as if he wasn't hard enough to kill. He's such a problem. Double damage bot. Midas see this.
We're gonna eat it in. Wait, see as long as they could, maybe for the double damage. I mean, it's certainly an opportunity to open up the base. If you kill Chris Luck, use his buyback.
I think if he uses buyback, it's almost certainly over. He's a lot of their counter push too. He's playing it so safe though on Chris Luck. He knows how valuable he is. He cannot die. Literally sitting in base.
Continuing to push out this creep wave. 1,000 net worth deficit for Midas Club. In fact, just guarding the top of the stairs.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
And they left him there to guard the steps.
A moving ward. Very tanky moving ward.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Continue to just keep these creep waves pushed in as much as they can. Hold on to stop. Boost here, Blade Fury as well as the 2P out. Get the creep wave up to the tier 3 tower. Its life taken away.
Spell Prism for Chris Luck, that's really nice. He's happy. Tier 4 items are so good, honestly.
Get the right item. It's really good. Like that. No board here now for Jug if he wants it.
Yeah? I wonder who they put the Prince's Knife on. It's not really great on any of them. I mean, it's decent on Ember. Spell Prism's obviously way better. Ooh, Ninja Gear on Schofield. That's nice. Did they see Whisper? Whisper sees them.
Kill for HFN as they finish off Whisper. 4v5 still. And they are victors.
HFN is going for a rapier too. He's very close to it. If he can farm this wave, he can pick up a rapier right now. And he's about to enter into the base with a rapier. On Luna.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Duster and Murdoch hit the deck. Chris Luck blows low, but comes back into this. They'll buy back on Murdoch. Death Ward. Do they have the damage to kill off HFN? Surviving up the Divine Rapier into the BKB. Can he get away with this one? No, he can't. The Divine Rapier on the deck. Oh dear. Maybe an overzealous play. And now they'll find Hugo. Right coming through, Murdoch just brought back to the chain across. Schofield's here, BKB's been popped, they need to leave. Gets Dustin. They're brought back, so this is very troublesome. Find some time.
No buyback. Heroes. And we're almost directly in front of the enemy base with a rapier.
Dire's courier
This looks like
has
draw.
been killed. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just gonna go rats.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
They
is
can
falling.
take megas here.
Radiant's middle